Hello and welcome to Pick a Card Reading. Today's reading is about your relationship and its qualities. I will take out cards, 5 cards, and see what you're intuitively guided to pick. You can also pick more than one card if you so feel like. Alright? These are the current energies. Anytime you're watching this video, and use your discretion while watching. Take what only applies to your situation and what makes sense to you. All right, let us start. Let us start by pulling out cards. All right, let's get started. This is card 1. Card 2. Card 3. Card 4. And card 5. I'll put a crystal also, if that helps you. This is an amethyst for card 1, a green heart for card 2, moonstone for card 3, red jasper for card 4, and clear quartz for card 5. So let's get started with card 1. Okay, I'll just put these on the side. Okay, let's see what has card 1 got. It's got Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Let's start your reading. It's a Pentacles card, so probably a very practical, practical and a very balanced way, or a relationship which has a lot of and also before I start, I would like to add that it can be any relationship. All right, not necessarily a romantic one. Any one person who comes to your mind as you're watching this, just see that how it relates with that person. Okay. First card, sexuality. That is the energy, the primary energy of your relationship. All right, it is about, other than sexuality and physical attraction, passion, sex. It's also about a deep bonding with this person. So obviously it is a romantic relationship. It could be a spouse as well, but there are there's very strong attraction, passion, and a deep kind of a bonding between in your relationship. You've got dreams come true. So it is what you wanted, you got. Let's put it like this. Here you've got this card, which I will explain the cards a little in detail. Just let me finish the spread. I think you have a very good environment, you around you in this particular relationship. But you do always have a little doubt that it might not work out very well in the long term. You have a few misgivings about how it is going to pan out in the future. Okay. Whereas actually, this person, you might have your misgivings, but there is still a lot of love, in your relationship. There's a lot of romance, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of attraction. So these are some things, something, which you just have a little fear about, but it is really not true, because the love is, there, very much there in your relationship. Okay, and here you've got this final outcome of feeling safe. So all those who chose card 1, let us go into a little detail of your your reading. So like I had mentioned in the beginning, you know it is quite a nice, well-rounded relationship where all your physical needs are met to a certain extent. Even sex is something which kind of brings about bonding, and it is something which you it's a physical display of what you feel and how you feel, right? Which, and your feelings are displayed in the 3D form at the physical level. So you do have a lot of feelings, you do have a lot of passion, you do have a lot of attraction, and that is why you have pulled out this card of sexuality. So all your feelings, all your passion gets translated through this. And it's I feel in your relationship it looks quite balanced. There is a lot of love, there is a lot of there is a lot of caring also, because when you get a Queen of Pentacles, a Queen of Pentacles is someone who looks after the physical aspect of anything, depending on what we are asking. And here we are asking about the relationship. So at the physical level, you really feel nurtured in this relationship. Your partner is very nurturing, and not, I mean, physical aspect, not only sex, but yes, also providing. They provide generously, they care, and the caring and loving, that is why they're providing you, right? But again, I would say the core energy of your relationship is sex, right? And that is one thing which is like I said, the core energy, that is something that which you feel is so important in your relationship, because probably everything, your feelings, emotions, love, everything is expressed best through your sexuality. That is how you primarily that's how you primarily display and communicate your feelings, and how you look at the other person and what they mean to you. It is all this, it plays a big role in your relationship. And I think that is, like I said, every whatever you feel and whatever the other person feels, it's all communicated through this card of sexuality. So otherwise also, if you have a few misgivings, which is like this, you feel sometimes that this will fizzle out over a period of time, and then there will be nothing left in my relationship. So don't look at it like that, because you've also got this card of feeling safe. So there is a time and space for everything in a relationship. Probably this is the time, even if you feel that what if tomorrow the the attraction wanes, the passion wanes. But when that comes, there are a lot of other variables which will also come into your life. So if one thing is very prominent now, it is not necessary that once that goes, there will be nothing left in the relationship. You never know how this journey is panning out for you in your relationship. So currently, if the energy of sex is very strong, let it be like that. See how it is going to evolve, see how it is going to change, see how that energy is going to grow. And soon you just might see, it is all about energy. Right now it is getting translated through sex. After a while, it will take on another form, but that love is still going to be there, right? Those feelings are still going to be there. That caring, which is so specific to the Queen of Pentacles, it's all about caring and nurturing. That caring and nurturing will go a long way. Sex is just one aspect of it which you're currently experiencing. That is how you show your love and care for the other person. But this energy can also, in due course of time, transmute to something else. So there are phases in relationships, how we conduct ourselves, or how not conduct ourselves, but how we communicate. So right now this is the core energy. This might transform and change into something else, then into something else, then into something else, but the energy still remains. No, it takes on a different form. So don't give in to these misgivings. whoever has chosen card 1, don't give in to these misgivings. And don't worry because you've got this card of feeling safe. As long as the love remains, it will be expressed in some form or the other. Till the body can, probably it will be sex. After some time, when you also feel that now you want another expression of your love and, a romance and your caring and whatever it is, then that will also slowly grow. So don't give in to these misgivings of this fear. Just know that it is all safe. Everything things stay in a particular way for a while, then they do take on other forms of expression as well. Right, I'll take out one card for your future. Let's get a card for the future for all those who chose card 1. Okay, here you've got, it says magic of nature. So this is the whole process is nature playing out. Okay, so magic of nature talks that allow, just like in nature, you got seasons, right? The energy keeps changing, and that is how things evolve, things grow, and things take on another form. All right, I'll give you a small example. What is coming, to me? You have an apple tree, right? When the season comes, it will give you an apple. And then you have this whole process of, the flower forming into fruit, and the fruit is, released by the tree. And then in the next cycle, new apples come. That old apple will not come, but a new apple will come, right? Similarly with your relationship, right now it is this, but over a period of time it will have another form of expression. It will start expressing itself through other ways, and that is what the magic of nature is. Nature has this quality of evolving, of changing, of having new things coming up. And so don't also give in to the fear that it's going to be something new which I do not know. You will know what it is because you are the one who's changing, right? You are the one with, just the way nature changes, they have cycles. Even you are going to go through various cycles, and with every cycle you know your journey, you know how you are 5 years back, how you are now, and then what you will be in the next, in the future. You will know where you're coming from, so you're aware of your evolution process. The feelings will remain the same, but like I said, the whole process is about transmuting and changing. That is what nature is about. Always evolving, always changing, yet always providing. It'll always provide the apple, but every season a new apple. So that's also about human lifespan. The energy remains the same, it just takes on different forms of expression. So all those who chose card 1, I'll wrap up your reading here. And all I would like to say is that don't worry, it's a process. Like nature is also a certain process of growth, yet it remains the same, yet it grows and changes, and yet it remains the same. Okay, so don't worry about anything. It's a very nice relationship, and just see how it is going to grow and go from strength to strength, right? Thanks for watching. All right, let's start with card 2. What's your card? You've got 9 of Wands. Okay, so it seems that you've been feeling very weary, very exhausted, very tired, working too hard. Not, yeah, you've been putting in a lot of effort and energy, and you really feel wiped out at times, but you are not giving up. You are not giving up on your dream yet. Okay, there is something about your relationship which is, kind of making you feel very weary, and you feel that you have to continue with it for a while. Let us get a reading for all those who chose card 2. You got the first card of purification. I think there is some why you are feeling like this. You're clearing up something in your energy field through this relationship. Some toxic stuff is being released while you are in the relationship. Toxic stuff, as in, I feel, this relationship is very challenging for you because it is helping you transform. It is helping you to change your energies to a higher vibration. And that is why this purification card has come. Whoever your partner is, or whoever the relation, whatever the relationship is, that relationship has come into your life to refine you. All right, it is making you go through certain challenges so that you come out shining like a diamond. That those layers of coal which need to be put under pressure so that it can form a diamond is what your relationship is about. All those who have chosen card 2 got a second card of persistence. You need to be with this for a while. Okay. And this relationship is, the strength of this relationship is basically, what this card says is writing. Okay, I think this relationship has taught you or introduced you to writing, be it automatic writing, writing a blog, writing an article, or getting you into the habit of making writing a journal and maintaining a journal, so that you might this is also one thing that it is teaching you how to communicate through your writing. And that is why this relationship is there to help you journal your entire journey, write down your entire journey. Because once we start writing, we go back to what we've written about even 10 days back. The whole thing starts looking very different, because what happened 10 days back, it's not it's very difficult to remember all the details after even 2 days. But when you write it down, that has been imprinted, everything has been written, you can go back and look at everything again. And I think that is, it is helping you to bring out and cultivate this skill of writing. And it is also teaching you to meditate. It is also because writing and or any fine arts we do, writing would also come in that. It requires a meditative state of mind. Meditation is what? To keep your focus on whatever you are doing currently. So when you meditate and you say that people are not doing anything, they're just focusing on some empty space. But those people who are writing, who are, like I said, into fine arts, anything you're doing, as long as you are wholly absorbed in that, that is akin to meditation. So this is teaching you how to stay in your present. It is teaching you how to stay grounded. It is teaching you how to keep your focus on what you have to do at this point in time, living in the present, so to say. So like I said, it is very demanding. It puts a lot of pressure on you. But whilst you are doing whatever you are doing, you are so involved in that it automatically makes you a little more patient. It kind of holds you in place. That's what meditation is, to stay in that zone for a while. Okay. And then somehow at some level, when you are into this space of writing, meditating, and these activities, it does evoke some kind of joy in you. See, like I mentioned in the beginning, this whole challenge in the relationship is to put you in onto your path of shining through challenges. And that is what we call a spiritual journey, where you come in touch with your own inner energy. You recognize yourself as a energy, as a soul, rather than a physical body. You start getting in touch with the finer aspects of you, your finer qualities, your finer energy. This is the card of purification. Through all these challenges, you understand who you are, that we are a soul. You need to let that light shine through. You need to get in touch with that light. You need to let that light come to the surface. so that you can realize your own, you can realize that you are actually a light. We all are. It just gets, camouflaged in the 3D because we've got a body, and on top of that, we wear clothes, and, we put on makeup and we look so different. But inherently, we are all energy, we are all light. And that is what, you are. This relationship is trying to, tell you that recognize yourself as that spark of energy. Okay? You're being urged to drink a lot of water, because when you have this purification, right, whenever we release anything, water is the best medium, for the toxic stuff to get released. Like, even when we are unwell, the doctor always says that drink a lot of water, keep yourself well hydrated, because whatever is being released, water is the best way, best medium which absorbs it and, releases it from your body. So your entire relationship is very challenging, because you need to learn to recognize your light, recognize your energy, recognize who you are. And you're doing that through your writing. You're being urged to write. Through your writing, you come into a meditative space where you actually connect with that energy, which is within all of us. And you are being urged to stay with it, because it is definitely a very, it's like both. The external circumstances are very harsh, but when you are working, when you get into the zone of meditating, writing, there is a certain joy you experience. All right. And you have the awareness of that there is something which also gives you a lot of joy. It's a, like, this relationship is a hard taskmaster. It is, putting your nose on the grindstone, only so that you can shine, only so that you can see yourself as a diamond. And also in future to go out and shine like one. Shining is what? Shining is, reflecting light. So the whole process is about, finding your inner light, your inner glow, your inner radiance, through, this kind of challenging relationship. So even if you don't feel like eating much, drink enough water. And because it is just going to flush out all what this whole thing is trying to make you release. It is trying to make you release your, lower thoughts, lower vibrations, and, take you on to a higher dimension of existence and, living. So as you keep releasing it, you're urged to drink more water, so that the release process is faster. Okay. And I will just take out a card for your future. And, since you've got the 9 of Wands, it is obvious also that, this phase is, probably in the last leg. Okay, so don't give up now. You are going to be free of this, because everything, comes for a specific period of time. Nothing stays forever. It seems like forever, because tough times always seem never ending. But since it is 9, it means that the end is round the corner. So just stay with this for a little while. Those of you who are planning to quit, give up, or, somehow leave it and go, you're being urged to, for some reason, that, the universe will put an end to it. Don't do anything other than stay with this. Work your magic. All right, you know how to, go through this, right? And just hang in there a little more. That's all I would like to say. Just hang in there. The universe is going to wrap it up for you. You don't need to wrap it up. Maybe a little more lesson learning is left. Maybe the rewards need to come to you. I do not know what it is. It can be one of the two. But the universe wants to end it on a nice note for you. Okay, so just let it be, let it play out, and you just be with it. And I think that's. I'll wrap up the reading with that. All those who chose card 2, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching. Let's move on to card 3, which is the Moonstone. You got 4 of Cups. So feeling a little bit of emotional heaviness, emotional stagnation, a little, unhappy with how things are in your relationship right now. Okay? Feeling a little, heavy, a little despondent. There is emotional heaviness in your relationship, but something is coming your way. Yeah, something is coming your way, or there is something about your relationship which you are not looking at. So, okay, let me put it this way. There are four things in your relationship. Three are not all that good, but your focus is on those three things. There is one thing which is quite nice about your relationship, but you probably don't want to see it, or probably it does not come in your vision. And that's why you're like, what are these three things? But not realizing that there is something else also. And at times it can also talk of, something new which your partner or whoever you are thinking about is offering you, but you are not paying attention to it. Okay? Core energy being that just see that one thing which is there, but you don't focus on it. You'd rather focus on what makes you unhappy rather than focusing on what is also, something really nice about your relationship. Let us start with your reading. Your intuition is correct. Okay? So, whatever you get intuitively when you are seeing this reading is quite right. It's absolutely right, and I think I can also say that yes, you are also aware of the fact that there are some things which are not too nice, but there is something which is also nice about your relationship. Okay, I think you don't really communicate much in your relationship. The communication is dormant, it is asleep, as the card suggests. So, that is why, I mean, there are other meanings to the card, but we take the cards vis a vis the, subject of our reading. So, here it is, looking at the communication of your relationship. You don't communicate, it is a very silent, quiet relationship where nobody talks. Okay? Yes, see, you've got another card, similar card, tranquility. It's like just let it be, let things be. In both cards, you see that, asleep, asleep, rest, rest, dormant, dormant, passive, passive. So it's all very passive, it's all very dormant, and I think, but even if you don't communicate, there it does not cause a rift or a problem in your relationship. So the fact that you don't communicate, or the other person also doesn't communicate with you, it does not seem to ruffle you or bother you. At a particular level, you're like, it's fine, it's okay. Probably both of you are not the talking types, but you also feel that it's like I said, no, the relationship looks very passive. It looks, there is no activity in your relationship, there is no energy exchange in your relationship. You're probably in your own bubble, the other person is in their own bubble. You don't have a problem being in your bubble, the other person doesn't have a problem in you being in a bubble. So there is no problem as such, but it does not feel very happy. Maybe both of you are very quiet people, you don't feel the need to express, but somewhere whoever is watching the reading, feels that it becomes a little heavy. I wish there would be something new in the relationship, some change I could bring about in the relationship. Okay, so one good point is that at least your behavior pattern regarding this, and the other person's behavior pattern regarding this, of not having too much communication, is okay. It is not that you have a complaint, or that person complains that you don't talk, or you tell the other person that you don't tell me anything. It's fine, you understand. I think that both of you are slightly the quiet types who understand, who don't feel the need to always be talking and expressing. But somehow you want a little more in your relationship, and you wish that something new would come, something would change, something would come. That is why you got this Four of Cups. You're looking for something more now in your relationship. And I think you're making a little, this is what your desire is. So probably, I feel that you want to, bring about a change in your relationship. Some of you might be feeling that, what if I, start doing something new in the relationship? How is it going to, go with this person? How will the other person respond to it? So you are being urged to okay, you are being urged, to follow your guidance if you wish to introduce something in your relationship. Okay, the core thing being communication. If you think that, like you've been in the pattern of, normally not talking too much, but now you feel that I would like to, communicate a little more, it's a good time to get started. All those who have, who are watching this reading, it's a good time to get started because I think you will get a favorable response. And I think you can start by listening to music together. Start by listening to music. Start by, if you like singing, singing a little on your own because you feel the urge to sing. Singing is also a way of opening up our throat chakra, and that is the whole, the chakra which is responsible for communication. So you start singing, your desire to communicate will get an expression. So right now you're only communicating through a song, right? But you have started communicating, and then you see how that change is going to come about in your relationship, because music is something which every human being enjoys. So I think this could be a starting point for you to start activating and healing and bringing a little more energy in your heart chakra. In your throat chakra. Now I know why I said the heart chakra, because when we sing with emotions, right? Which is the heart chakra. So as you allow your emotions to get expressed through appropriate songs, you will automatically come into this flow where you will experience so much synchronicity that yes, I'm singing, I'm expressing myself, and soon you will want to start expressing in words as well. You will start wanting to talk, you will start wanting to share, just because your throat chakra is going to get activated when you start singing. Okay? This is a very strong card, synchronicity, which shows that once you start doing an activity, it will have consequences. So once you start focusing on music, listening to it as well as singing, you see what that that music, what is the next step it is going to take. And I think you are very keen on bringing about this new change. See, I wanted to get a card for an outcome, and I got this treasure chest, which says that just start doing this music thing, and something is going to open up for you. It's almost like a treasure, like something very valuable, something you did not know existed, but whatever is going to open up for you, it's going to be really beautiful. You will love it. Just look at the expression, on her face, like completely she's in awe of what she has discovered. So this is a discovery you need to make. All those who have chosen card 3, that just go in for the music, because this is something you want to do. So don't back off from this. Honor your intuitions. Just know that you feel something, you're feeling it for a reason, for a purpose. You must give it a shot at least. Just give it at least a shot, okay? And it's going to work out very well for you, all those who've chosen card 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Let's move on to card 4. What's your card? Card 4 has got 4 of Pentacles. So it's right now, basically keeping your focus on yourself and all what you have achieved, right? Okay. Safeguarding something. Safeguarding all what you have accomplished. It comes after the 3 of Pentacles. So 3 of Pentacles is a card of having worked hard. And 4 of Pentacles, just see the way this person is dressed. So after hard work, they have accomplished something which they don't feel like sharing with anybody. They're very happy keeping it with themselves. in a relationship. Okay, so you've got a in your relationship you have been working at it, and you've reached a certain level where you feel very happy with all you have, but maybe a little bit of fear is there that what if I must hold on to it. That is the feeling which is bouncing off this card. I must hold on to it. I worked very hard on it and for it, and I cannot let it go. This is what the theme of your relationship is. Okay, we will take a look into it. So let's get a little more into this energy of your relationship. Okay, let's get started. The thinking woman. That's what you're thinking about. Okay, you're thinking a lot about what you have accomplished in your relationship. For some of you, I also feel that your relationship is you get something from your relationship which you value a lot. Some of you could be your relationship provides you with a certain lifestyle. It provides you with certain resources. It provides you with abundance of money. It provides you your needs are taken care of in your relationship. Okay, physical needs are, you've got enough money to live a comfortable life. And I feel that you think about this aspect of it, that your relationship is providing you with money and resources for yourself. All right, and that is how you look at your relationship. That is the energy of your relationship, that your relationship provides you with a lot of things. And that is one reason why you hold on to a relationship. This person is holding on to the pentacles, it's got it between one under each foot and one in its hand, so it is holding on to it. It's not letting it move. But you think about your relationship. All those who've chosen card 4, you approach this relationship through thought, not through feelings. Okay, and you conduct yourself and you communicate in your relationship in very measured ways, in a very balanced way, because you know that your relationship provides for you. So you will also in return give only as much as you think it requires, to continue in this way. So it is neither too much. I mean, calculate and think about your relationship, that you calculate how you need to proceed in the relationship. What is the minimum you need to give, and what is the minimum you need to take to sustain this relationship, to continue being in the relationship. You're always balancing out your relationship. If a person has done 10 things, you will do only 10, because it balances it out, and you feel at peace then. Even if you want to do 12, you will not do 12. You will also do only 10, because the other person has done 10. Or for some of you, if you do 10, the other person also does only 10. They also do not go over it. Right? So, but I will focus the reading on you, because you are watching the reading. But sometimes it can work both ways, that both people involved in this, it can be any other person. It doesn't have to be your partner, spouse, or romantic person, romantic association. Whoever is the other person in the relationship, your relationship is calculated, and it is it's very balanced. Nobody gives, whatever one person does, the other person reciprocates in the same way and in the same measure, because it works out very well for both of you. It gives you a lot, but it does not make you feel happy. That is what it is. Because if every time you measure out and give, it becomes a little burden on your heart, that you don't give freely and you don't receive freely. You always have to keep a check. It has to be only this much. It is 10 grams here, it has to be only 10 grams. I have to weigh carefully. Can you see the scales here? So when you are also communicating, you communicate in that way, that yes, if person has said that, how are you, and I hope you're fine, you will also say, I am fine, thank you, how are you? That's all. So it is measured. So sometimes you might want to, ask a little more, about the person, but then you hold back for some reason because your relationship is more thought based than feeling based. And sometimes the other person can also feel like that, just because you have you ask about very basic minimum to the point questions, they also do not get that vibe from you that they should ask and talk to you a little more. So it is all looking very nice, but you're not very happy. You would want more. See, you look at this image here, there's a garden here, and it's abundant, it is full, yet this person really doesn't look very happy. It is like that. You have everything, but you don't have that happiness. You can't complain. All right? You cannot complain. There is no reason to complain. But somewhere something is missing. Okay? And that is what the strength of your relationship is. You feel that everything is there. You can't really complain about anything. But there is something which does not make you happy about it. Okay? What what is lacking? Love is lacking in your relationship. So like I said, it works very well at the physical level. It's all very measured, all very precise, all very correct. But at the heart, there is no involvement at the heart level. Because you work from thought process. You always plan everything. That is why you got this contract here, thinking woman here. You always think about your relationship, how much to give and how much to take. Sometimes maybe the other person gives you, plenty. Sorry. They give you, a lot more, but you don't accept it because you feel that I should only take this much. I will not take more than that because I will have to give more, right? So you do not want to give more, and that is why sometimes this card talks of holding on because you don't want to share, you don't want to do extra, you don't want to go out of the way, you don't want to spend your energy more than what is required to sustain this relationship. Because when you have a because the feelings, you cannot cap your feelings. Can't put a cap on your feelings. You can control your thoughts, but you can't control your feelings. So your relationship is very, very pentacle based. It's very practical. It is very measured. The love is lacking in your relationship. Again, you got money. So your relation, this is the reality of your relationship, because the reading is, the status and the reality of your relationship. Your relationship is very practical, to the point, cut and dried kind of a relationship where it works very well, no doubt. It is working very well. Everything is fine. Nobody, even you cannot complain that, something is wrong with my relationship, but you do know that your heart is not in it. So what do you complain about? Nothing. Everything is there. At the practical level, you have the money, you have the status, you have the resources. It's a very comfortable life. Definitely the love is lacking, but you cannot tell the other person that I'm not you, and you will not even tell them that you are unhappy, because you're executing this relationship through thought, not through feelings. Okay, I'll just get a card for your future. Let's get a card for the future of your relationship. And it is fine, because sometimes we have a very karmic give and take in a relationship, where it's all about doing and reciprocating in limited way, right? So there are always past patterns why every relationship is very different. So sometimes we have to probably go through an experience like this and conduct ourselves, and go through relationships also like this. Let's see how it pans out in the future and what it is meant for. But there is nothing right or wrong about a relationship. Even you are quite you, like I said, you're not wanting anything in the relationship, but somehow you do feel a little twinge in your heart once in a while. Now what that is, I really cannot say, because Like I said, even I don't see what it could be. They could be one thing, they could be many things, but this is just a short reading, so I cannot go into that. And I'll just take out a card for your outcome. Future influences, a little outcome, angel of strength. So yes, I think you are quite committed to going through the relationship for now. You have no idea, you have no plans of leaving it. You have no plans of backing out. Sometimes it gets a little difficult for you and you really have to hold on and display your strength and go through it. But that is an individual journey. It's difficult for me to say now who is doing what and why. But even for in the coming time, a little bit of the future, potential future is that it takes a lot of strength and courage for you to be in the relationship. You will continue doing it for some more time to come. Okay, it's so because somewhere down the line you have some more distance to go in this relationship, and you are ready to go that distance also. You kind of made up your mind that yeah, for now I am going to be in this. So that was your reading, card 4, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Let's move on to all those who chose card 5 and the clear quartz. You got Page of Wands. So this is your relationship. I think it's a relationship which has begun recently. Okay, either it is a relationship which has begun recently, a lot of passion in your relationship, a lot of newness in your relationship, or it talks of a relationship which started when you were in college maybe. Okay, so see how it works for you. But yes, it is it's a relationship which is in its young stage, or whoever is watching is also a person who's very young in their energy, very page like. But all in all, I do get the energy that it is something which has just kind of started, and it's a lot about there's a lot of newness in it. Let's see. Let's explore your relationship a little. Express your divinity, your own divinity. So I think it, like I just said, that some of you could be having this very strong energy of Page of Wands. So in your relationship, Wands is our fire, our energy. It is also spiritual energy. All right, so I think you got the core energy of your relationship as express your own divinity. So this relationship is probably, just let me take out a few more cards. Okay. Okay, I think it's about, it's teaching you something about yourself. Like I mentioned sometime back, students know. So I think this relationship is, teaching you a lot about yourself, your own divinity, it may be a spiritual journey, which started with this relationship, recognizing yourself, acknowledging yourself, rather I would say getting to know yourself and valuing and honoring how you are coming out, the kind of person this relationship is making you to be. You're coming into certain truths about yourself, you're realizing something about yourself through this relationship, and you're being asked to and your inner self, your inner voice is communicating a lot to you through this relationship. It is telling you a lot of things, so I think you should listen to what your inner voice is telling you about about yourself and about the relationship maybe. What does it say? Practice makes the master. I think, yeah, that's what I feel, that this relationship is making you put in a little effort into recognizing yourself. Maybe for some of you, you're learning a little bit of self exploration right now. your relationship with yourself. For some of you it could be, that also, you're recognizing yourself, you are understanding who you are. And for some it is a relationship which teaches you to recognize yourself. But I think you don't, you listen. I mean, you've got that awareness, you've got that understanding, but you don't do anything about it. Because though this relationship, be it with yourself or somebody, association with somebody is telling you about yourself, but when something is communicated to you about yourself, you probably just listen to it and leave it at that. But I think you're being asked to take some steps towards doing that also. Okay, I'll give you an example. Supposing, being, like I said, whether it's a relationship with yourself or through another relationship, you get the guidance that just let me sit quietly and meditate or just be still. That voice will keep telling you that, just sit quietly and just listen, just observe, whatever you are observing in your meditation. You always get that, but you never do it. Right? And so these are the ideas which come to you about yourself when you are in this relationship, but you don't act upon them. That's the advice. Take action on your ideas. And you've also got this practice makes the master. So you're aware of a lot of things are coming to the surface, but you're not able to act on them. Okay? I think you take it as some kind of hogwash. That what is this I'm being told? I don't want to do it. Probably some of you don't want to do it, and some of you feel that leave it, it's just empty talk. It is not that, because I think that is where your ego comes into, your thinking mind comes into play. Here, by ego I don't mean a negative word. Ego means the thinking mind, which always tries to run down the intuition. So the thinking mind will tell you that what is this, something is telling you something, why do you want to do it? Do something which is more practical, do something which is more at the tangible level. Why would you want to do these kind of things? There are other things to do. Or it'll just bring up something to distract you so that you leave this midway, right? You don't complete it. So that is what I think, when the thinking mind starts talking, then you get deflected from what your inner guidance is telling you. And being in this relationship with this with whoever you have in mind, that they have that energy where they want you, where you're getting an opportunity to just get in tune with yourself. But I think your, like I said, thinking mind overrides all these things, and you're not able to do what actually comes to you. You don't do it, you hold back. You either don't express it, or you don't act upon it, or you don't build it up further. So like I said, if you're being told that just try and practice a little meditation, you will say that what's the big deal, it's okay, it's fine, I'm okay the way I am. So you don't get that, though the relationship urges you, and time and again you keep getting the message, but I think your thinking mind overrules it. See other people as they are. This is what guidance you've got. I think you are seeing so it says don't take anything personally. So we all have a certain okay. So some of you also might be doing all these things because you easily come under the influence of this other person. There are various meanings in this. So sometimes you feel that this other person is taking you on a path, and which does not really suggest a few of you, just a few of you. You are seeing your relationship through some colored lens. You're not able to see what the relationship is. You're not able to recognize the person for who he or she is. Or maybe you are not able to see yourself in true light. Like I said, some of you, it's all about, your relationship with yourself. You're not able to see yourself in your own, you're not able to see your own light. You're not able to see yourself the way you are. You have put on, some colored lens through which you look at yourself. When you see other people as they are without taking it personally, you can never be hurt by what they say or do, even if otherwise others lie to you. It is okay. They are lying to you because they are afraid you will discover that they are not perfect. So it's all about, I mean, I have a very strong feeling that this is, for a lot of you, your own relationship with yourself. You are not wanting to see yourself in a different light. You're very happy seeing yourself the way you are. And if there are any changes, which your inner guidance keeps telling you to do, you're aware of it, but you might take a step or two, but then you leave it in between. You'd rather be who you already are rather than become somebody which, time is trying to make you realize these things about yourself. It wants you to have a makeover. Whenever you are watching this energy, and whoever has taken this card, this is a message which, is which talks about, having to go through a little bit of change, transformation, and makeover, be it at the physical level, be it at the energy level. A change wants to come about for you, but I think you don't pursue it very seriously, though you do know about it. I mean, you're aware of it, that, yes, there is some inner voice which keeps telling you to change a few things about yourself. You're aware of that, but you don't act on it. It stays at the awareness level, but you don't take too many steps doing regarding it. And even if you do, you don't continue with it. All right. And for some for whom it is a relationship, you probably are, it is trying to, you also need to see who you are rather than be, what they are wanting you to be. Okay, because you got this card of honor yourself, take action on your ideas. So, don't be somebody who, because, you are in the influence, or you are in the relationship with another person. The influence is so strong that probably, you don't allow yourself to be yourself, because you want to, be like them, or be a match with them, a good match with them. And in that process, um, you don't allow your light to shine. For, like, I've got two sets of people in this particular reading, one where it is with yourself, and the second where it is with relationships with another person. So for those in the other who are in a relationship with another person, you are trying to be someone you are not, and your inner voice is telling you to, come out of that zone. Don't be somebody else. Let your light shine. Be who you are. Express yourself, the way you want to express your energy in its pure form. You don't let that happen for some reason. So once in a while you do it, but then you leave it. Something goes wrong probably, or you don't feel very comfortable being in your own skin. So, it's very happy to, get molded by this other person and flow with them. But, there's your voice inside keeps telling you that, don't be this, because that is not who you actually are. Be the kind of person you are. And the same for those who are on that quest of, find discovering themselves. You need to express your own originality a little more, but you give it up in midway, right? So that is it for you both, being urged to, recognize that voice, pay attention to it, and, there is no need to fear any kind of change. Let me get a little guidance for you. If you're holding back, and how you need not hold back. See, say goodbye to sadness and drama. So probably, why you stick around in that energy only is because you don't want to, uh, you know it's time for you to come into your own. Stop feeling sad, and um, stop feeling sad about your situation. The only way the situation will change is when you start following these changes which your inner voice has been telling you to do. You're not doing it, and that's why you continue lingering in that. All right, I'll tell you one thing. So, supposing you are in this relationship, all right, be it with yourself or be it with another person, you pretend to be going with the flow with the person because it works very well, and you don't let your own light come out. you just kind of go along with that because that is the easiest way. But you don't realize that, and it doesn't make you feel very happy because you're being somebody you're not. The moment you step into your own divinity, the moment you start honoring yourself, you see your relationship is going to blossom. That is for sure. You will feel so happy being in your skin, and believe you me, there is nothing more powerful to see a person standing in their own energy. You are so confident of yourself because that time you're not putting up a pretense. Here you are masking it a bit. But there, when you stand in your own energy, in your own power, you exude a certain confidence, you exude a certain powerful energy, you exude happiness, all right, which is very attractive. And then you see your relationship is going to bloom because somewhere down the line your partner or this other person realizes that this is not your real use, because sometimes once in a while you express yourself in a very inhibited manner. So they also know that you're not actually like that, so why are you keeping it under wraps? The more you step into your own, your relationship is going to grow. For those of you where it is only to do with self, you see the kind of milestones you will achieve when you actually act and live from a place of authenticity and being true to yourself. Okay, you will step into a beautiful phase. Your relationship is also going to grow. It's going to become a lot more harmonious. It is going to be a lot more happier. All right, it's going to move very smoothly. Don't think that your partner or the other person is going to get taken by surprise who you are. They know who you are, but you do not express that. You don't let it come out. So just let it come out. You will see a drastic change for the better in your relationships as well. So that was the reading. All those who chose card 5, I'll leave it at that, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.